Good morning, evening, or afternoon. You're listening to the weekend update on the Distraction Network. It is my update to you guys. It's basically what's happening over the weekend so that you can stay woke, because the weekend is where they hide very important information. And then there's also things that happen on the weekends that you guys probably will not hear about because it happened over the weekend. So let's start off with for your veterans. If you are a veteran out there, you're working for Veterans Affairs, the government will start getting rid of the VA in June. They're going to start with layoffs. So if you are a veteran, I implore you to get your shit together now. And I ain't talking about, I ain't saying you fucking around, but get registered with the VA, get your stuff together, because this will be a long battle. If you work for the VA, you might want to start putting some fillers out there for your jobs. I am a veteran myself, so I do feel bad for veterans. I mean, you gave your life for a certain amount of years to ensure that everybody else can endure freedom. And now the country that you serve for is trying to take away your ability to cope with what you had to deal with in order for everyone to gain their freedoms or maintain their freedoms in the United States. So, guys, watch out if you're a veteran. Best of luck to you. It's such a shock to see a country turn on the people that put it where it's at. Like, it is wild. What else happened this weekend? Friday night, South Carolina killed someone by firing squad. Like, the state decided they wanted to kill a person by firing squad. I don't understand why they would go with firing squad. There's so many other ways to kill people humanely. I do want to say that South Carolina also a long time ago killed the 12-year-old boy because someone around him stole something. So, and by this I mean state executions, about the state killing people. It wasn't a cop this time.
What up, what up? I'm going to take some CBD gummies. Let's see here. Eat half to one gummy, wait 1 hour, and increase or decrease doses needed. Increase or decrease? How do you decrease it if you already ate it? I don't know. Fuck it. All right. We'll see what happens. I don't know if it's a lower or higher, or body high or head high.
Since we're talking about cops, I do want to stay on that subject and say the Secret Service shot someone near the White House. I don't have any details on that story. I just know that the Secret Service decided they wanted to shoot someone because someone got too close to the White House. Armed. They were armed. So maybe there was another attempt on DT's life. That's all I'm going to say about that. Gene Hackman. All right. Weird. Gene Hackman is a grown-ass man with grown-ass kids. This is where I want to start off at. Last month, they found out he died. And it was mysterious. Like, there's nothing, like, no reason. It was him, a dog, and his wife dead. Now, there's several dogs in the house. But the thing that I was alluding to when I first started this off is that Gene Hackman had grown-ass kids. And evidently, they wasn't checking on him. But they knew he had Alzheimer's. Weird. So, the evidence that was found out so far is that They think his wife died. I think the date was February the 11th. They have her out and about in the town, and that she came home, and then her digital footprint basically stopped moving around after February the 11th. So they think she died on February the 11th. I think that is the date. I'm almost 100% sure. I think I heard the date yesterday morning. So evidence also shows that Gene, with severe Alzheimer's, was basically moving about by himself for a whole week after that, and died in the same house. So she was dead in the house, and he was moving around for about a week before he died of Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's related death. The dog, they're still looking at that, but they also said that there was an open pill bottle laying around, so he might have got into the pills. So, I implore you over the week to go ahead and look up what happened to Gene Hackman. So, guess who's going through a recession? I mean, if you ask me, we've been in a recession. I don't look at Wall Street to find out if we're going through a recession or not. You really find out if we're going through a recession over year. If you look at the GDP year over year, and if you start looking at the poor people and saying, are they struggling harder than they were last year? Which for the past, almost 10 years now? Yes. We had about a 2-year break. What's his name? What's that guy name? Joe Biden. Joe Biden did a good job, and slowly, very, very, very slowly, pulling us out of the recession. And the numbers didn't really start showing up until last year. Year over year, we started seeing better numbers. But it could have been done faster. So, but I'm not getting into that right now. But what I am going to get into is there was one guy that said he promised you guys. Donald Trump promised you guys that he ain't promised me, because I already knew he was lying. That he was going to get us out of recession immediately. And as soon as he got into office, he proceeded to do everything in the world to make the recession come faster. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. He did not say he was going to get us out of the recession. He said he was going to get us out of a bad economy. I think Ed's done triple since he's been in office. The stock market has been going down every day. And now, with these tariffs, he finally said it out his own mouth to expect a recession. So, oops. If you are living in America right now, you might want to shore up your funds. If you got debt, you might well get that debt out the way. If you struggling by yourself, you need to look to your left, look to your right, find some people that you trust, and you can have a lot of fun with, because they might end up being your roommates. I personally say, if you are living in America right now, it is really time to shore up your spending. Like, leave the corporations alone. Start looking to your neighbors. I said this in November. Start looking towards your neighbors. Your neighbors might have this. Your neighbors might have that. Your neighbors might be good at one thing. Your neighbors might be good at another. Those are the people you should be spending your money with. If you know someone that has a mortgage and they have a lot of room in their house, you might want to start helping them with their mortgages instead of paying somebody you don't know. You're going to have to live tight for a few years, at least a few years. It might be a few decades. But it's about to be hard. Guys, get together. The last thing I'm going to talk about today is the most saddest thing I could bring up for this weekend. But I knew it was going to happen. Like, it is definitely always happening like this. LeBron James is hurt. He got hurt Saturday night playing the Celtics. They was getting their faces smashed in by the Celtics. I'm a big LeBron fan, but it was looking wild. It was looking good for about a quarter and a half. At the very end of the second quarter, Celtics went on a run. And the thing I've been noticing about LeBron teams, and I'm going to say LeBron teams that LeBron is on, and I can't remember how long this has been going on, but I know ever since he been on the Lakers, them third quarters is horrible. If you go look at LeBron James' third quarter moments, team moments, because that dip is always in the third quarter. And that's going to be the biggest problem that they have, because when you play a team like the Celtics start smashing their face in the third quarter. It was crazy. It was wild crazy. And I did not see that because I was at a friend's house and I drove home, which is about 20 minutes. And in that 20-minute drive, it was almost through the fourth quarter. And I just didn't watch it because Unraveled was also on. And I wanted to see a game that I missed. Angel Reese and it looked like Nafisha Collier was very, very, very chippy the night before. And I wanted to see how that game played out and what led up to the events of Nafisha swinging on Angel. She missed. And I don't think Angel knew about it. She probably know about it now because it was all over the internet. But I need to see that. So I watched that instead when I got home last night. And then I woke up this morning to the news that LeBron had a growing issue. So I'm so sad now. But it's probably for the best, though. LeBron is going to get the rest for about 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. And be ready about a week before the playoffs. I'm telling you, I really think he's probably going to rest or be injured until right before the playoffs and then come on back in. All they got to do is hope that Luka could keep the team in first, second, or third place. Maybe even fourth. They out of the play-in. They ain't got to go in the play-in. So, I don't care. It's going to be good. I can't wait. I just really don't want them to have a 4-5 because 4-5 means they got a tough matchup. I'd rather for them to at least be 3. So, if they could be 2 or 3 going into the playoffs, they could have at least one easy round. Yeah, they're going to need that because it's a new team. Anyway, that is all that I have. Everything that I do, you can find at www.distractionnetwork.com. Until next time, take care. Be safe.
Holla! Yeah, I lose sleep, but it's alright 'cause I'm on the grind.